Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. A little roast makes the world a better place, if we're being honest, okay? Welcome and welcome. Sit back and enjoy. You might want to use that button soon. Don't fight it.
But we don't have access to reproductive health.
Now, have you ever had an abortion?
No, I haven't. And, you know, and I'm torn because it's like, you know, I know a lot of women who have gone through abortion, and it's almost like a rite of passage to womanhood.
Right.
And it's like that's something that I'm denied and that I will never be able to experience. But it's I mean, definitely not a prerequisite to have an abortion, but it is a rite of passage in certain ways.
Right. So how do you cope with? Have you talked to your therapist about this or anything like that, or are there support communities where other women who aren't able to have an abortion can kind of? Is there a community that you can find solace in?
It is a small one, but it's nothing organized, and it's more of like a one online that you just talk to your friends with. But
Sir, I fear you might be too old to be doing this on the internet. Also, how did you get that face? Honest question.
But Americans are not struggling. You know, this is the worst platform. Who put this stage up here? This is the worst. The frickin' place is falling down. I notice it keeps tilting further left. Like too many other things. What a crappy contractor this.
Roasting woke people without the president? I would never.
I hate asking the internet for help, but please, I need your help.
Well, admitting you need help is the first step to solving your problem, but I don't think you're asking for the right kind of help.
Move out of my studio because my landlord was harassing me. My cat was getting tased.
Where did you live? Springfield, Ohio?
It was because I had to evacuate because the wrong side of the internet literally hunted me down.
Aw, you had to evacuate because people said mean things to you on the internet? Don't talk to Floridians about evacuations right now.
Summer, and I literally lost everything. I lost everything, including my own sanity.
I hate to break it to you, but your mental health has been going downhill for a minute.
I can't get out of this on my own, and I don't know how to get out of this hole that I'm in.
This one I can help with. Go get a job. Yeah, you want to know how to get out of your financial rut and like earn a place to live? Just go get a job.
Tired of breaking down, and I can't.
Yeah, I relate to being tired. You can still hear it in my voice, actually. About 2 weeks ago, I went to work super sick for a 10-hour shift because I don't want to live in my car. So I did what I had to do and took myself to a job that I go to every day so that I have a place to live.
Thank you.
All this drama could be done while making my coffee, mate.
CRFI. If you're like many women, you've been to a birthday party or a small office gathering, an event that's meant to bring people together. There's swinging tunes, some adult beverages, and good convo. And then it comes time to cut the cake, and someone decides to ruin everything.
Oh my God, that slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck. Can you cut me half of that?
A cake-related fatphobic incident, or CRFI, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse. Inevitably, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large, and that the person who's cutting the cake, almost invariably a woman, must do some disproportionate amount of labor in order to accommodate their need to feel superior. Let's take a look.
Can you do a little bit? Just like, can you like scrape all the frosting off and cut it in half and give me 2 forks? Because I'm sharing. Small, like a little bit more, like tiny, no, like less than what you're smaller, please.
Could you just cut my piece into 12 equal symmetrical little pieces and put each one into a tiny little Tupperware so that I can have a bite for each month of 2018? Thanks.
Smaller. Let's take a step back and view what's happening through a critical feminist lens. CRFIs typically happen in environments where there are primarily or exclusively women. Women are disproportionately negatively affected by diet culture because diet culture maps onto sexism. Like many parts of diet culture, there is a significant performance component. You have to show others that you are being good. Controlling how much you eat is part of what it means to be a, quote, good woman. This kind of behavior is a way for people to keep other people in check through food moralizing, surveillance, and policing. These are the mechanisms that are at the core of diet culture and weight control. The idea that you can position yourself as superior to others through self-control and self-denial is super sexist. CRFIs have a history of creating a hierarchy among women and ultimately in maintaining misogynist expectations.
Nope, it wasn't satire. This is an actual educational video from the left. That's San Francisco's weight czar, Virgie Tozar. Just say you love cake and overeat. It's fine, really. I have been asked to deliver a message to my body positivity girlies.
This is just a friendly reminder that it's not your PCOS, it's not your cortisol, and it's not your carbohydrate intolerance that's preventing you from losing weight. It's your elbow. Every time your elbow bends, your mouth opens. Now those things absolutely have an impact on the game, but they do not change the rules of the game, that you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. I love you.
Yeah, what he said.
Here's a little hack to stop your parents from misgendering you this holiday season. So say you're at a family event and your parents misgender you in front of everyone. Simply release all of the piss in your body onto the floor. Start pissing on the floor. Start shitting on the floor. And when your family's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Just go, "My parents never taught me how to piss in the toilet, so I have to piss and shit on the carpet, and all the carpet's covered in piss, and all the couches are covered in shit, and I can't have roommates because they say I'm too stinky to live with because my parents never taught me how to piss or shit in the toilet." Your parents will think it's far more embarrassing to have a child that can't piss in the toilet than one that's transgender. Happy holidays.
I'm really scared. This is not a drill.
As most of you know, I work at a gym here in the city. And today, one of our members went up to one of my coworkers and told them that they were uncomfortable with the man who looks like a woman being in the dressing room. And in lieu of these election results, people are feeling way more bold. I had to step away from the front desk after they told me, because I'm spiraling. I feel alone and I feel like nobody can understand how it feels. I already feel weird enough going into the dressing room, like mad imposter syndrome, like I don't belong there. I don't know what to do.
So, you stepped away from the front desk to a crying corner in the gym to lament about how they don't want you in women's private spaces because you are a grown man. Imposter syndrome. It's not a syndrome, it's a reality.
I'm gonna make this quick, I don't wanna waste anybody's time, but I think the reason that you are so uncomfortable in my presence, the reason that you dislike me so much, is because you put me on a pedestal. You took one look at me, you saw everything that I brought to the table, and you made the decision to let that make you feel inadequate. That's not on me, Pookie.
Now show me this desert table, Pookie.
These students are protesting their school's anti-LGBT policy. Their school is a private, non-profit Christian university. Their parents are spending $56,000 for them to throw a tantrum on stage at their graduation ceremony because this Christian school refuses to push that religion. If they wanted to go to a school that pushed that religion so bad, why didn't you just drop out in the 4 years that you were attending and go to a government-sponsored community college?
By anti-LGBTQ policies, do they by chance mean the rules of their faith? Why don't they do these in Muslim spaces? Or are we not progressive enough?
So I'm coming home from a bar and I was kissing this straight guy. He wanted to take me to his house because, you know, he really liked me. And I told him I was on my period. But that's not true. I don't get my period. I just didn't want to tell them that I was trans.
That's so funny. What won't be as funny is when you end up on the news.
This milk has been sitting in my refrigerator for close to 6 weeks and it is still perfectly safe to consume. This is unpasteurized raw milk. Raw milk is a living superfood.
You nuts.
She looks like she is slowly coming up with typhoid.
I really don't know what's gotten into me recently.
It appears to be food. A lot of it.
A truckload of food.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want Amazon to cancel my order, like I need my order to come. But low-key, I have beef with them right now. My beef with Amazon, why do they take the money out when they ship the order and not when they place the order? For context, I ordered my boyfriend a TV for Christmas. It's not supposed to deliver until like January 21st. They didn't take the money out for it. And they're not going to until the item ships. So you mean to tell me I have to factor in my Amazon order into my budget for the next foreseeable month or so, just in case they take it out? Just take it out when I place the order. Then I don't have to worry about it. And then if you don't have the item, cancel the order and give me a refund.
You could run laps with all the space in her brain.
I transitioned from the kid my classmates beat up to the woman that's out of their league.
I don't think you're even in the league, mister. Also, those kids beating didn't do much, sadly. This page does not condone bullying.
Making sense common again. Making sense common again. Making sense common again. Oh, making common sense common again? Is that what you meant, you dip? Nah, seriously, you can't upload a video where you try to be like so much more intelligent than the person you're stitching and then have something like that in your bio.
I don't think I could have paid for better marketing. Okay, Peter Griffin, the fact that you said it that many times and it still didn't click for you, let me go ahead and break it down in simplest terms. Sense is a word in and of itself. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, I get that. That makes sense. She has a lot of sense about her. Sense, something that seems to be a rarity in today's society. Thank you for being a prime example of that. I'm suggesting that we make sense, remember that word can stand alone, common again. Does that make sense? Probably doesn't. And for that reason, you know what? Go ahead and hit me up. I'll send you one for free. It seems like you could use one.
I love how completely condescending people on the left are, all to find out that they lack the most basic reasoning.
I'm a queer, gender fluid, disabled worker.
I wonder if this person calls the men that sleep with them anything other than straight.
I'm a punk that loves to and loves to love.
The only thing they did is like shave the side of their head, which is like a lesbian thing, if I'm being honest.
There is a lot of pressure to identify as she in the context of work. They, them are my pronouns.
Legitimate question, if they identify as a they, them, does cost more than she, her? I mean, it is group.
So many labels, the FDA should definitely look into that. The change should get you a salad to start.
Every single one of your basic needs should be taxpayer funded. Food, water, healthcare, shelter, clothing, electricity, transit, access to the internet. These are all basic needs that we are required to survive within this society, and as such, it is society's responsibility to ensure that those are provided to its people. Full stop. End of story. Have a day.
You could just say that you were lazy, unskilled, and unable to take care of yourself, but sure, let's play this out. I go to work, it's payday, I come home, I look at my paycheck, and the government has taken almost all of my paycheck from me to put into this taxpayer fund to redistribute to the rest of society. Well, that sucks. Why should I be the one who has to labor when I could just stay home and the government's gonna take care of me? So I quit my job. Then everyone else starts quitting their jobs because the government's gonna take care of us, right? But oh shoot. Now we're having mass supply chain issues because we don't have enough production. So then the government starts assigning jobs because society's gotta run, you know what I'm saying? So you get assigned a job, and if you don't do your assigned job, then you don't get your rations. Congratulations, now you're a slave. Your utopian scenario also implies the heavy assumption that the humans in charge of your rations are not corrupt. But then again, who's ever heard of a corrupt politician, am I right? Anyways, if you develop a skill set, you can get a job which allows you to make money, which would then allow you to live a lifestyle of your choosing rather than a government-assigned lifestyle. And that's just one of the reasons why communism doesn't work, but I'm sure that it just hasn't been done right yet.
Or he can just move to North Korea. He can have a day over there.
Someone's finally asking this question. My problem is that I'm too hot, too successful in my career. I make too much money. I have too many amazing friends and family.
No. No. No, it is not worth my time. Not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah, that's enough response. I don't get the joke. This honestly cracked me up.
Trans women can't be lesbians. Oh yeah? Look at my hands. Look at my hands and tell me that I'm not a lesbian.
I'm getting too old to be still commenting on this bullshit. Number one, it's not these two fingers, it's these two fingers. Number two, a lesbian hand is not what you have. Lesbian hands have their pointer finger smaller than their ring finger. If you know, you know. And since you don't know, you're not a lesbo. That's funny.
That's not what I find concerning, truly. Did you get bottom surgery? If yes, do women actually dip their hands into your wound?
So I recently came across a video of a lady trying to buy plus size clothes at a normal store.
Do you have plus sizes of this?
Just for you, Noah, I'm gonna stop wearing no clothes at all.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Let's be honest. Getting upset that every brand doesn't make 5XL clothes is crazy. I didn't even know 5XL was possible.
Are you just jealous of trans women?
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
I don't know how else to tell you this, but if you saw me dressed like this, walking down the street in my heels, pretend I shaved my beard and I had one of these on my face, you would have no clue, all right?
The day I came out to my wife, I was reading Our Trans Timelines, which is a subreddit that has a lot of, people's transitioning journey. Behind me is my mom, the greatest mom in the entire world, and I'm going to talk to you about motherhood. I know it'll be hard for a lot of people to tell, but I'm actually a trans woman.
I got in a little mini Shein haul today, so let's do a fashion show.
It is day 8 on TikTok with y'all.
When I first came out as trans, I had no one to look up to. And I want to change that for other people. I want to give them someone to look up to.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
It's almost 70 degrees in New York today. Spring is officially blooming, so we're busting out the bloomers.
Last week, someone told me I was pretty, and that's the first time that that's ever happened to me.
No, I'm not jealous of men in dresses, not even a little bit.
Concerned maybe? Jealous? Jealous is more than a stretch.
Ow! Papa, what did they do to you?
Look what they did to me. Ow.
Look! All his pheromones are gone!
I'm sure there's a lot more pheromones left in that house. Well deserved.
Hey everybody, so do you guys know the song Shot, 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 Shot? Well, I don't drink alcohol and I never will. So, I have a new way of doing it. Not, Pepsi! Everybody! Not, Pepsi! Everybody!
I think she did all the roasting to herself. And girl, drink water, please. Okay, Pocahontas, I see you.
Hey you, I don't know if you've realized this yet, but I think that maybe, just maybe, you may be highly attracted to alternative girls? Huh. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Get off my screen.
As you've seen, they're trying to claim Napoleon. The Napoleon, the only Napoleon that you could literally Google search and this man comes up, as no other than being black. All got on my ass for Astrid and Ariel. Oh Maurice, they're not real. Okay, but you didn't have anything to say about Anne Boleyn. You didn't have much to say about Cleopatra. Now you want to take literally the most known white man in history, Napoleon, and claim he was black. And there's no way Napoleon could be black because Napoleon was racist. He would refer to natives and Africans as savages. You guys can't keep up this, man. It seems like y'all are trying this with every white person in history. It's not gonna work. You can't just erase white people just because you feel some type of way. Y'all taking everything and making it black. It's just showing how racist y'all motherfuckers are.
If you want black everything so much, find your way back to Africa, respectfully.
You can pass, no problem. I know.
This is amazing. That woman is a legend. She is my hero. The fact that you think that she needs your permission to walk by on a public street, then you go and caption this video, "Excuse me," the audacity of that woman, and you respond to her walking by making this face. It's a public sidewalk. It's meant for walking, not for doing photo shoots. And it was awesome to see every single person in your comments was on that woman's side supporting her. I can't wait to see the comments on this video. It's about time that influencers realize the world doesn't revolve around you. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
They were trying so hard to be cool, but that lady was born in an iceberg.
Okay, we listen, but we don't judge. Yes, I had my first child at 13. I got pregnant at 13. Then I had another one at 15. Then popped another one at 16. Then 17. Then 18.
5 times!
19, and so on. Yes, I have 7 kids. I'm not ashamed of it. From 7 different men.
A clean 7 by 7?
And I'm currently pregnant right now with my 8th child.
Come on.
And that's by my food stamp plug. That helps me get $3,000 a month in food.
Maybe I'm tripping, but the food stamp plug is just Uncle Sam, right? What are we talking about here? I have so many unanswered questions.
Oh, yes. I mean, I was young, but I don't care.
She was young. Baby girl, you are 20. and you old.
I don't care. I love 7 kids, and I'm gonna continue to have more.
She finna be a whole 8x8. This work at the food stamp office is the 8th baby dad. I'm not gonna be the 2nd guy in a train, much less a 8th baby father.
Bring back shame. Bring back sense. Bring back class. Bring back everything, please. I feel bad for the first child. We know that one is the real parent.
But you don't look like a woman at all.
Besides my chin, if I hide my chin, yes I do.
You gotta
Jesse.
You gotta do more than that.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, I can. Stevie Wonder can see that you're not a woman.
I'm not an adult entertainer, okay? I don't go to clubs and do shows and dance.
Oh.
I'm a proper lady. I'm just an average woman. What is funny?
Oh God.
What are you laughing at, Jesse?
I'm laughing at you.
Your chin? Just your chin? Bro, look at your hands. Look at that face. Your voice. Even your fake bob screams man in a dress.
We're pleased that you've decided to come and hopefully hear some of the other sides of the arguments and the other sides of the debate, some more informed opinions possibly as well.
I wouldn't say more informed opinions, but I'm happy to listen to other opinions.
I think you imagine that your personal experience is actually some sort of universal truth, and you're trying to impose that universal truth on everybody else. For example, because I have experienced this, it therefore is a truth which we must adhere to. But in fact, your experience is very unique as everybody else's is, and it just doesn't, it's not relevant.
Because usually you talk about yourself as if you're healthy.
I am.
You know, that's just...
Okay, so you know my GP, you know my doctor, you know what's going on for me.
I'm looking at you and I'm making an assessment that is not healthy to carry that much weight on your knees.
So you've just made a visual decision.
Absolutely, and that's how we...
And so this is where you're basing your premise.
Works.
Yeah, you're basing your premise on the fact that visually you find larger people unacceptable.
I just don't believe you're healthy in that state, no.
Do you not realise where you're going with this?
How did you get this big?
This is actually to do with a hate crime.
You're a victim of hate crime.
Absolutely. And can we call the police?
Do call the police. There's
Would you
a
like
telephone.
to bring the police in?
There's a telephone right there.
I think we should do it right now.
Go for it. Go for it. There's a phone.
Great.
It's probably
Can I have my
nine from
phone
that.
and we'll call the police.
Would you like it brought to you? Because it's probably going to be hard to walk there.
No
I just find it...
Yeah. It became personally offensive, and I believe it is a hate crime, and I'd like to report it.
Well, 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 Kate Hopkins, I was not familiar with your work. I'm beyond impressed.
I posted my exact camping location on the internet just to see if anyone would come camping with me.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Newsflash, it's a dumb thing to do for both genders. You're welcome. Okay, that's enough roasting for one video. Thank you for watching. If you like this one, hit that like button. You have something to say, let's hear you in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe and turn on your notifications. See you in the next one.